Let's take you back to Ulundi, where the funeral service of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi is currently is about to start. In fact, the hearse has just arrived. Let's give you the live footage there of what is happening in Ulundi. Remember, we're giving to you wall-to-wall coverage of the funeral as soon as everything goes according to plan. We will give you all the details. We have our reporters there, who is Simphiwe Makhanya is there as well. Natasha Piri is also there covering the funeral for us. Let's tell you a little bit about it's a funeral category 1 funeral. All right, before I continue, let's cross to our reporter Simphiwe Makhanya. Simphiwe, a very good morning to you. Take us through what is happening at the moment.
Well, indeed, Lebo, as you can see, the vehicles that will be carrying the family of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who's going to be leaving his home for the very last time for the funeral service, which is going to take place at the Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi Sports Complex, which is about 10 kilometers away from his home where we are. There is a little bit of movement in terms of the family members getting ready. Earlier on, I saw Prince Zuzifa Ntutugo Buthelezi getting dressed, and some of the family members as well. So all indications are that the family is now being told to get ready in order for them to then start this journey of transporting the body of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi to the stadium where the official funeral is going to be taking place. And of course, the sentiment here as I speak to you is that many people have been saying that this is a befitting send-off for a man who has done a lot for the community of this particular area of Ulundi, as well as the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and as a politician and also as a traditional prime minister to the Zulu monarch for about 69 years, really, at the helm of that position. And of course, as I take you through what we can expect in terms of the program at the stadium, of course, we are going to be getting that eulogy from His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, who accorded Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi with an official special funeral category 1. As I speak to you, I'm just getting more of those visuals of the vehicles that are continuing to enter the residence of KwaPhindangene, as well as some of the close family members that are going to be, accompanying the body as it leaves for the stadium. But of course, I'm not alone in this production. I am with my colleague Minoshni Pile, who is going to perhaps remind us in terms of what we can expect today, and also reflect in terms of what we have seen throughout the week. Minoshni, thank you so much as always for your time. I suppose this is the final day now. Since the beginning of the week, we have been seeing mourners coming in their numbers to pay their respects to Prince Buthelezi. Just the mood of what we are seeing today and what we are expecting later on.
Trickling in would be an understatement, Simphiwe. We've been here the entire week. I think it's been more like pouring in, and we must say it's been mourners from the highest level of dignitaries, from political leaders, right down to everyday residents of Ulundi. And I think that's really been the message that we're leaving here with today, that anybody from all walks of life, from the highest levels of office to ordinary neighbors of the late Prince, have been coming through to pay their respects. Like you say, today is the final send-off. It has been declared a state 1 category, a category 1 state official funeral. But I must also say to our viewers that yesterday was quite significant. Yesterday, the body was brought home from the mortuary, and that's where the family had a moment to prepare the traditional rites for the late Prince, significantly for Zulu culture. That was an incredibly significant and emotional time for the family. We know he was a practicing Anglican. We know he was also an Inkosi, the head of the Buthelezi clan. And according to his roles in those capacities, we saw the Archbishop of Cape Town, Thabo Makgoba, receiving the body at the gate yesterday. So yesterday, while yesterday is very significant, Category 1, the highest level, highest honor that the state could bestow upon a person. Yesterday, in fact, was incredibly emotional and, according to traditional Zulu custom, incredibly important for his soul and his final journey.
Throughout the week, Minoshni, we've been reflecting on his life as a politician, as the founder of the IFP, Inkatha Freedom Party, which is the main opposition party here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. But of course, he had another role that many people in KwaZulu-Natal may know him for, which is that of being a traditional prime minister to the AmaZulu nation for 69 years. Looking at the fact that there was a fallout, a public fallout between him as well as the current AmaZulu king, Misuzulu KwaZulu-Natal, where to now for King Misuzulu KwaZulu-Natal? Because Prince Buthelezi, those who operated with him will tell you that he had a significant amount of support, not only from Izinduna, but also from Amakosi in this province.
I think it's best answered by saying early in the week, when members of the AmaZulu royal family came to pay their respects to the Buthelezi family, Prince Buthelezi's daughter Phumzile said to them verbatim, "My father died with a broken heart because of what the current King AmaZulu KwaZulu-Natal did to him." That was a very strong statement from the Buthelezi family. And where to from here? In terms of protocol, the AmaZulu king will now have to appoint a traditional prime minister. But that's going to be a very difficult task, I imagine, for him because of the divisions within the AmaZulu family themselves. We know there are still outstanding court matters with regards to his late father's will. In fact, that is still pending. We know there's a matter involved where the late prince was a respondent in it. That is still pending. So where to from here is a very difficult question, largely because the AmaZulu family themselves are divided. And the appointment of a traditional prime minister needs to come as a joint recognition as the family themselves, and not just from the king. The royal family themselves need to agree on this traditional prime minister.
Noshni, we have all day to talk about this particular topic that we are reflecting on. But of course, we will give you rolling coverage from where we are. All really, aspects of this will be covered by our colleagues in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.